Can't wait to hear all about it.
Long story short, you're the same Adol we've always been friends with.
Thank goodness.
Yes. My worries have been assuaged.
You didn't call us just for this welcome back party, did you?
Before I get to it, there is something I need to tell you all first. It concerns Zola, the one who created all of us homunculi.
About time you told us who he is, and how you two know each other.
That man... No, the alchemist, Zola, is...
He was a young noble who served Rosvita during the 100 Years' War.
Anemona.
You've regained more memories?
Yes. Some returned when I saw this room.
If Zola served under Rosvita, then they must have known each other a long time.
That reminds me. There was a guy standing next to the saint in that painting. Is that the guy you're talking about? He's just a kid now.
Yes. The 100 Years' War was also a proxy war between the gods. Glia had the blessing of Grimnir. Ritai was blessed by Luki. But the roaring flames of human war eventually ignited the realm of the gods. Divided between the two sides, a war of their own erupted. Ultimately, Grimnir and Luki both fell at the other's hand.
Is this the Twilight of the Gods from the Norse religion?
Yes. Because of that war, the gods that once blessed Glia perished.
That's terrible. Then what is the Grimwald Nox?
You said the gods used the Grimwald Nox to contain and purge the monsters.
Even without the gods, the Grimwald Nox still creates monsters from human emotions. So now, it falls on humans to eradicate the monsters born from them. But after the 100 Years' War, many Glians were overcome with grief. The monsters manifested from them could no longer be contained by humans alone.
What happened then?
That is when Zola intervened. After I was executed, he resigned from the military and returned home. He secluded himself and became engrossed in his research to the point of obsession.
So that was when he began learning alchemy.
But why did he do that?
Thought you were smarter than that, kid.
Papa wanted to revive Rosvita. He respected her as both his commander and the woman he loved. He sold his land and used his inheritance to devote his life to his research. He would often isolate himself in his lab for days at a time without food
Man, if
or
you had that
rest.
much money, just find another
The
girl,
outcome of his
man.
blood and tears was...
It was me. I was born from his work.
That's such a sad reason.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Zola then reappeared from isolation as an alchemist. He proposed a plan to the Glian royal family, who was overwhelmed by the Grimwald Nox.
So that's why.
Only beings of exceptional strength and skill are capable of suppressing the Grimwald Nox. They are doing the gods' work, quite literally after all. Zola's proposal involved the creation of a homunculus army. The Glian royalty, out of time and other options, accepted his proposal.
So that's how he built all of this.
As you know, homunculi are created by replicating existing humans. When the royal family sought candidates in secret, a handful of people volunteered. Yes. The volunteers were my comrades who fought alongside me in the 100 Years' War. You are the homunculi of the heroes preserved here in this lab. The homunculi who have been slaying the Lemiris in secret, maintaining peace in Glia.
And centuries of this conflict brought us to today.
Yes. If the homunculi warriors were injured or killed, new ones were created. Zola even transferred his own soul into homunculi in order to continue his research. Then he gave his warriors gifts that bound them to this land.
That explains what the curse is.
I had no idea.
Why were we adopted or given to orphanages then? Was that the case for all of our predecessors?
No. Zola and I raised the homunculi ourselves. But 15 years ago, Zola disappeared. Your predecessors had perished, and you were all much too young to fight. That is why I made the decision to suppress the Grimwald Nox alone. I had no other choice but to entrust you to the people of Balduc.
So you've been fighting alone then?
So then, what has Zola been doing?
Shortly before he left, he said he had discovered a breakthrough in his research. I've no doubt it's the magnum opus he was speaking of, and he's still working on it.
There's one more thing that doesn't add up. Where did you come from? Saint Rosvita was tricked by Bretai's army and burned at the stake. So explain to me how the hell you were created.
Kratos' right. Our bodies were preserved.
Papa can fabricate more than just objects and flesh. He can fabricate human souls as well.
I do remember him saying that.
My soul was the first prototype that he successfully fabricated. Using the doll belonging to Rosvita as a relic, Papa placed my soul into it.
Huh?
Why would he do that?
He did it because fabricating a soul was only the first step.
He needed to put the soul into something I held dear to learn more about my past. From the memories he learned from Anemona and a lock of my hair, I was created.
What?
Now you're telling us he can create people from nothing but memories and hair?
That's a lot of power for one man.
Right?
Now we know why Aprilis and the rest of us were created. But what about Adol?
It must have something to do with Zola's magnum opus.
I don't have the answer to that question. But Zola has a deep desire for Adol's copious experience as an adventurer.
Could it be possible that the strange monsters and primordials we have witnessed in the prison were designed based on Adol's past adventures?
There's no mistaking it.
You've got quite the fan, Adol.
I suspected that was the case. And if Adol says so, then it must be.
I'm worried.
Worried about what?
Isn't there anything we can do to stop Zola?
There are many things I need to ask him, but nobody knows where he is. There's also the matter of a certain event that's about to happen.
And what's that?
Balduc will soon be hosting its Victory Day festival for the 100 Years' War.
Victory Day Festival.
It is an annual event. A day that celebrates Rosvita and the reclamation of Balduc.
About that time of year again, huh?
Yeah, I suppose we were too busy to remember. But what does the festival have to do with anything?
The scars left by the 100 Years' War still run deep through this land. Once every year, the Grimwald Nox becomes the more dangerous ultimate Grimwald Nox.
Even more dangerous?
Now that is a celebration I can get behind.
Victory Day is in 3 days.
We do not have much time.
Zola is a threat, but the ultimate Grimwald Nox is a more immediate concern. Before that time comes, you should all take this chance to return to the city and rest.
I think I'll do that. I'm exhausted, mentally and physically.
Yeah, we've all been through a lot.
I could use a night to let this all sink in.
I will investigate the Grimwald Nox and Zola's whereabouts. You'll hear from me if I discover anything. Until then, rest well.
With that, Adol and the others decided to leave the prison and return to the city for the time being. The exhausted monstroms needed time both to rest and reflect on the truth they had discovered about themselves. A bonfire was lit in the city to celebrate the coming festivities, and the streets were abound with a lively vigor. In an effort to ease citizens' concerns over the night's revolt, many Roman soldiers were assigned to assist with preparations. 3 days came and went, and before long, Balduke was ushering in the start of the Victory Day festival. And yet, even then, there is still no word from Aprilis. What the hell are we supposed to do now? The Victory Day festival has now arrived. Did something happen to Aprilis? I don't know, but she's never this late. Yeah, she puts on a stoic facade while she's working herself to the bone. Dad might know where she is. Where is Dr. Noah at the present? Your guess is as good as mine. Waiting around ain't my style. It appears you're all here. Parks? Looks like our warden friend pulled through. Things have quieted down outside. With knights revolting and all, things have gotten out of hand quick. It's times like these when festivals are the most propitious. Dogi and I went for a little stroll and observed high spirits all across the city. I must confess, I've reassessed my opinion of our dear warden. Really? I guess he is a hard worker. I still can't get over the fact I couldn't tell that you weren't the real Adol. Who would have thought you were a homunculus the whole time? I had no idea myself. Every time something like this happens, I convince myself I'll never be surprised again. And then lo and behold, you find a way of surprising me. Adol must have been a homunculus by the time I first met him. Speaking of which, I look into the man named Marius you informed me about. I'm very pleased to learn he was indeed the friend I have been searching for. Wow, good for you, but why did he karate chop me then? He was with Adol in the prison, right? Yes, but unfortunately our current situation curtails me from going to see him. If that is so, then it is of great importance that our objective is successful. And does that mean you're leaving? I would never do something so churlish as leave without repaying my debt. Moreover, I wouldn't miss witnessing you save this city for the world. Don't scare me like that. Well, we still haven't heard from Aprilis yet. Why don't you all stroll around the city? A little break couldn't help. A break? Hey, that's a good idea. The entire city's out and about right now. It's worth taking a look at all. I suppose there's nothing to be gained by waiting around here. I do not object. Also, the bulletin board looks like it's filling up again. You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get some requests out of the way too. Alright then, let's quit kicking our heels and get going already. Ah, Adol. An urgent request came in. It's on the bulletin board. Have a look before you go, alright? And someone joined the crew while you were out. Why don't you say hello? This late?
Looking to cut it, do you? I see. You need it? I got. You saw. Nothing.
I'm ready and raring to go. What do you think? I'm pretty proud of this one.
What are all these?
Let me come back anytime.
Hey, so step right up. Aren't you? Bye-bye. See you later.
Oh, you. Huh. Well met, Rusty. So this is your secret fortification, huh? Why didn't you tell me about this place before? Thanks for busting me out of the prison, by the way. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't. Glad you're safe. Yeah, I'm glad you are too. I heard about what happened. Are you really the same Rusty? If you are, then I got no qualms about working together with you. And there's a little matter of my personal mission I need to carry out. Maybe I'll tell you about it one day. Fare thee well, Rusty. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour himself, care to join me for a drink? I've been just dying to chat with you.
Why do you look so on edge, Adol? I'm not planning any dastardly deeds today. Hey, do you remember that jewel I took?
Yeah.
After analyzing it, I discovered that it dates back to the 100 Years' War. I can't wait to go back for the rest. Drink up! I'm buying today.
I don't think going back would be possible.
Oh, please, Adol. There's priceless treasure just sitting there, waiting for someone to take it. I'm going to find a way in. But you're more than welcome to keep me company.
You shouldn't go. It's too dangerous.
No.
Is it now? And if I told you not to go on one of your adventures, would you listen? I admit I find that the more dangerous the situation, the more exciting it is. We're 2 peas in a pod, you and I. Don't you think? I've been meaning to ask you something, Adol. What went through your mind when you found out about the other you? Did it ever occur to you that you still might not even be the real Adol? What if the real Adol's still out there somewhere?
It doesn't matter either way. You tell her there's nothing fake about your thoughts or convictions. There is equal truth to the real Adol and the other Adol. Lorati listens attentively, engrossed with curiosity as you answer her question. Are you feeling... Did I say something weird?
No, not at all. I was just thinking about what you said. Money was the reason I started stealing, but it wasn't the reason I kept doing it. There's a part of me that pines for thrill, even if I don't get a single gold coin out of it. You're a fascinating man. You know that, Adel Kristen? I wonder, what other escapades you've gotten yourself into? Is it true that you don't keep the treasures and legendary weapons you find? Next time, you should just give them to me. I'll find you a good buyer on the black market.
Alright, who's this person here? Nope. Rodero, Pamela, and Anonymous.
Sure thing. So, what's the situation? Good work out there.
Now that's what I call progress.
Here, it's all yours.
Come see me again when you filled out more of the map. Alright. What is my map at? 80%. Okay.
Sure thing. What do you want to make? That should do it. Which do you want? Backing out? You just let me know.
Any errands you'd like me to run? Here you are.
It's a perfect fit.
As you wish.
What? You giving this to me?
Here you are.
For me? Why, thank you.
Okay. What is all this stuff here? Resist all.
Anything to call for me whenever you like.
Something's expensive, man. Oh, good day, everyone. Have you given the bulletin board a once-over already? Yes, do you mean the request talking about Shadowlard's legacy? Legacy? What do you mean? You might find that answer in the letter I received from the client. Wait, who's that letter addressed to? To the Dandelion, my dear. Though I do reserve a modicum of skepticism. But I suppose you can decide for yourself. Shantae handed you the letter. You read it. Dear Monstroms of Baldu, first, thank you for considering my single, humble proposal. The Master and Commander left behind a legacy, the homunculi of exceptional individuals. I simply ask that you eliminate them. Their existence would inevitably disrupt the order in the world. You should understand. I have faith your judgment will be just. They want us to destroy all the homunculi? Who sent this? It's anonymous. But one thing's for sure. They know way too much. What could it be? People who know too much. Dad comes to mind. But it doesn't add up. It could be any of the Hieroglyph Knights currently in captivity at the Roman garrison. Otherwise, I do not suspect anyone else. Adal, darling, it's up to you to decide. If you decide to follow through with it, be careful. It will most certainly be dangerous. We will. Thanks, Shantae. We'll never find out who it is unless we take a look. I don't really care who it is, but you all be mincemeat without me. Wow, the streets are getting pretty busy. It will surely be far busier once the night market opens up. Man, if only this wasn't happening and we could go enjoy ourselves. It would appear the Roman garrison is keeping watch over the city. And I doubt the knights pull anything big while the soldiers are in command. Well, it is what it is, given all that's occurred. You'd never guess the ultimate Grimwald was on its way, looking at this. Yeah, you said it. We mustn't let our guard down. Stay mindful of the Lumieres.
There's much to enjoy at the festival.
Welcome, welcome, and a happy Victory Day festival to you. In honor of this blessed day, I've got some extra special dishes for sale. I'm giving out the recipe too. Try making it yourself if you like.
Come on in. Everything's a good choice. Not gonna come again soon.
Damn it. Just how long do they plan on having that talk anyway? I've got half the mind to go check on the boss right this second. Hey, come on, man. I know you're worried, but simmer down a bit. Simmer down? You got any idea how much we put the boss through? This all started because we wanted to do something to help this city. Pure and simple. Me and the others? We weren't just doing this over some pent-up grudge. All we wanted to do was restore Glia to how it... No, to restore peace back to Balduke. That's why, if there's anything we can still do, we have to do it. Yeah, I feel the same. That's why we need to trust the boss now more than ever. Things are starting to get back at the right track before we know it. Fine. There we go. Now we just need to start thinking about what I want to do too.
How are things going?
I got 20, you won't give me anything? Dude. All of these I have to do, huh? No, Aprilis is not here. I need to find her so I can give her that fucking gift.
Hey, what do you need? Who's it for?
It's a perfect fit.
Flashguard heals. What is all this other stuff? Okay. I just need more indestructible shells. Okay. I think I should be able to make a few more of those.
Yeah, I'll take everything you got.
Clearly. I mean, I should, right? Come on.
Okie dokie. Goodbye. See you later.
And how much would it take to create some of those? Alright. Gonna make one more.
Welcome. This is as quality gets. Who's it for?
For me? Why, thank you.
See you later.
We'll finish this sometime this week. I don't know how long it's going to take to do the rest of the missions, but we'll get there. We're on the home stretch. This doesn't. No, it will not end tonight because it's not a 24-hour stream. Although I won't need 24 hours. Still, you know what I mean. But thank you everybody for hanging out. Kurt, Otter, Lem, Raz, Mad, Ido, everyone else that was here. Appreciate you all hanging out today. 24-hour long one. I gotta give my boy some rest because we got Ace Attorney Monday that's happening. Where hopefully we'll be able to solve the case and find out who is the murderer, who is definitely not Edgeworth. Until then, thank you everybody. I will see you all. It's another forever game. No, it's not. It's not another forever game. I don't need forever games.